Today on Houston Life, we are celebrating National Literacy Month with a look inside a local nonprofit, what they are doing in the community to help children in at-risk situations.
Plus, fall cleaning is underway. The 4 must-have items to help you declutter your pantry and get organized.
Then discover the history behind Northside's vibrant Moody Park as we continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
And Disney resorts are celebrating 50 years. In today's Viewer Talker, from the monorail to the teacups or meeting your favorite character, we're sharing Disney memories. All of that and more happening today on Houston Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC 2. Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Houston Life on this Tuesday, September 28th, 2021. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. This is Tex making his way over, getting comfy. Just plop on down, Texo. It's his world.
I guess he was done with my cuddles.
Yeah.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
How you
I think
doing?
you were talking to him, huh?
Both of you.
How's your day going?
You know, it's going very well so far. How's yours?
Okay, mine's going well too, but ours are definitely better than this woman's. Y'all need to check this out.
Mum got trapped in her new outfit by a faulty zip and drove to Zara for them to let her out.
Okay, did you all follow along?
So she got trapped in the dress?
Her jumpsuit. She bought a jumpsuit at Zara, went to go put it on, and she was trapped. The zipper wouldn't go up, wouldn't go down, basically could not get out. So she wore the jumpsuit back to the store with the receipt and said, I just bought this. Oh my word, help me out. Her daughter is the one who videoed the whole thing on TikTok. It went viral. But here's the thing. I have done that before, not necessarily stuck, but where the zipper is a little too high and I can't get it, nobody's home.
Oh, it's right in the middle.
And too low where I can't zip. I have come to work with the unzipped because...
And asked someone to finish.
Yes.
The rest.
It's a good thing the extensions are long, right? So like sometimes it'll just block the zipper in the back, and there are days I completely forget that I'm gonna have somebody at work do it. I'm stopping to get gas. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm just unzipped.
But why are the zippers placed in such a bad place? And also, I think that jumpsuit is super cute. She could have just worn it forever.
Listen.
But why not have a zipper like here? Why does it have to be right in the back?
Do you know what I did?
Same with bra clasps, right?
There are some in the front, for sure.
Shouldn't they all be in the front? Why are we making things more difficult than they need to be?
They're more secure in the back.
Why is that?
It's just the way the stability is. It's a little bit more stable in the back.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Well, you know, that video, it actually reminds me of the day when, well, instead of telling people, I should just, let's roll the video.
Oh.
Any issues there, Courtney? What the viewers at home can't see
is this what you were searching
for the last 20 minutes. What is this new exercise you're doing?
It's yoga for work.
It's working.
I remember this day.
Yeah, you were really stuck there.
I was stuck.
In case viewers are wondering what is actually going on, you're not alone. I am too. So we wear these, we wear packs here at work. So we have a mic pack, and then we have something else, which is called an IFB pack.
Which are super clunky.
And they're big. They're kind of, you know, like that. That's a thick pack. So you have these two things. A lot of women will choose to wear them behind their...
Oh, some people don't even clip them on, but I clip them on my bra strap because we're moving around, we walk, I need to be hands-free all the time. So it's a very simple solution, ladies. You just clip it on the bra, you don't see any wires, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Except that day.
So what happened there?
I don't know. Do you see how short my hair was? So it was a minute ago.
Before the extensions.
Before the extensions.
Yeah.
That was a minute ago. But it just, I think the way I clipped on not only to the bra strap, the brassiere, but it got stuck on that blouse that I was wearing. It's lovely. But it's
a pretty blouse.
Like opened, so it got completely tangled.
Oh man. Well, and the funny thing, leading up to this very moment, truly, Courtney was in studio alone. So when I came in, I mean, she was just over there, sort of almost like grunting in the corner. Like,
Yes,
I didn't know what was going on.
I couldn't get any. A little help here, a little help. The other thing I did, which there is no video, I don't think, unless there's like surveillance video. You said the zipper on the side.
Yeah, why not?
Y'all, I was in a dressing room trying on a dress. And I was in a hurry and missed that there was a side zipper, and literally I'm in the dressing room trying to, and I got stuck. I mean, this head's large. I got stuck in the dress, and for a moment I started to sweat a little bit, and I thought, I'm gonna have to call somebody in here. And then I thought, who is fitting into this thing? Finally got it off, figured out.
You hadn't undone the zipper.
Didn't do the side zipper.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot for me. I've always so many things going on in my head.
One of the reasons why I dislike shopping for clothing so much is because I don't like the process of trying something on. It's like, okay, I really like those pants. However, I'm not going to not only take off my own pants,
Oh, no, I
but
never
undo
take off
my
the pants.
shoes and deal with all of that. The zip, the dress, the whole thing.
I pull the pants down to my ankles. I don't even take my shoes off. I kind of just shimmy it all on. Mom, I know you're watching. She knows I do this. I learned it from you.
Wait, hold on. So if you go to a store to try a dress on,
I
you
put it
don't
right
take
on
your
over my
pants
clothes.
off?
No, I pull the pants down because then you got to take the shoes off unless I'm in like sandals.
What if you trip? What if you're trying to
But I'm not coming out. I don't come out. I'm looking in the mirror unless my mom's there or somebody else. I'm like, hang on, I still got my pants around my ankles. If it's okay, can you zip it? It's too much time.
I mean, when you first said this, I was quite alarmed, but now I realize that's actually kind of genius.
Right?
Maybe that's what I should do.
Listen, nobody has time for any of this. Just put it on, take down your pants, it's all good.
I just don't try on that many dresses when I'm out shopping. I just don't.
Well, you should.
I think I need to start.
I don't think I'm alone. I just heard Heather say in my ear, our producer, all the girls in the control room, same thing. They drop trowel, we try on the dress, it's great. You pull it back up. Chris, too.
Women are definitely smarter than men. This is just more proof of that.
Yes.
Wait, do the ladies in studio, do you all do this too? You
Yeah,
drop
it's
your
nothing
pants and
new.
put on a dress?
Yes,
oh my
we
gosh.
save time. We know how to, you know why? Because we're always doing 19 things. And we figured, I got time to try that dress on. Just make it 20. I got time. And we save time by not getting fully undressed.
Okay, and I have a chorus. I mean, it is like a choir in my ear of female producers saying yes,
Yes, we are not alone.
And I think I hear some applause. Oh, wow. See,
Amen.
everyone gives the
Amen,
thumbs up.
sisters.
Where have I been?
Not
Wow.
trying on women's dresses.
Well,
Maybe you should.
I need to start doing this. Well, thank you so much for that pro tip.
Not a problem.
Very
I am
good.
here for you.
I think
Thank you for
even-
finding that video, by the way, of me getting stuck in my own clothes.
It's a good one. I'm going to have to repost that a little bit later.
It's good.
I always love watching the expression on Tex's face. I know he is super into our conversations every day. Tex really loves cats. He gets along with all kinds of animals. And you know, oftentimes on the show, and I know we have sort of a divided camp, right? Like we have cat and dog people in the viewership, right? We also have dog lovers who do not have cats and cat lovers who do not have dogs. Well, here's the thing. There is this study that was just released by students at Oregon University, and they're actually saying cats are more like dogs than we thought.
What? They're independent.
Well,
I don't
okay.
want to be around anybody.
Okay, so we'll describe dogs typically as companion animals, right?
Pack animals.
Like, yeah, well, or
Yeah.
like even if they're a solo dog in your house, they love being next to humans. You get home and they come running up to you because they're so excited to see you. Cats, you know,
They could be here nor there.
you get home and that cat looks at you and is like,
You're back.
and then walks the other way, right? A lot of cats do that, right? But it turns out they are more like dogs and babies than we knew. So they took a group of cats, they studied them. It turns out 65% of those cats do have what is called a secure attachment style. So they show signs of distress when their caregivers leave, a reduced stress response when they returned. Full article is on people.com. I thought this was fascinating.
Very interesting. Keith Garvin, now a dog and cat owner. So they just recently got the cat, Ned. But I have met cats where I think, that cat is like a dog.
Like they'll come and they'll jump and, you know, sit on your lap and they'll want to be next to you. Yeah.
But do cats learn tricks? Like, can they shake?
Oh
High
my
five?
gosh.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and look at cat tricks, and you will be stunned.
Right.
And even viewers, I mean, feel free to send us your cat videos.
I am highly allergic, so that is the reason. Like, I don't really know, and even if I'm around a cat, I just don't touch it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm curious about the cat high fives.
Well, and they are out there, and some breeds of cat, they're actually less allergenic than others.
Okay.
It's true. The gray cats with the blue eyes, you won't
Listen,
sneeze.
trying on clothes with our clothes on, and cats are like dogs.
What she said. All right, well, still to come on Houston Life, we are taking a walk down memory lane as Disney is celebrating a pretty major milestone.
From childhood vacations to seeing the magic for the very first time as an adult, we're opening the vault to some of our favorite Disney memories when Houston Life returns.
What you know about me? Just what the people say.
Well, Courtney, I think our viewers know by now we love celebrating here at Houston Life, and Disney this year is celebrating a huge milestone, their 50th anniversary party. It starts October 1st. Did you know the first park, the Disney park, very first opened October 1st, 1971? Wow, is it really only 50 years old?
It's crazy, right?
It's 10 years before I was born. So since then, the park has grown and grown and grown, and I actually never even went as a kid.
Never?
Never once. I think I was 15 the first time I went, but it's been great as an adult to go to the parks with my nieces because it is so much fun to sort of see the world through the eyes of a child.
And I really think just the magic of going to any of the Disney resorts, no matter what age, it's just sort of that magic, the thrill, the, you know, just seeing all the characters, and it's a beautiful part of life that should be celebrated.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. I think we have some photos, maybe some video. I'm not sure what y'all have, but I remember going with Bella, my niece, who is now 15 years old, and she was telling me at 5, there's Bella on the right. This particular trip, Liz was pregnant with Samantha, so this must have been like 2014. They're all dressed up in their outfit, but Bella was obsessed with the idea of going on the Tower of Terror, you know, the hotel where they drop you on the free fall. Look at London there. Anyway, she was obsessed with this idea. We went, she was terrified, she screamed like, you know, a scream I have never heard before. But it's so fun looking back on these memories.
I know, so fun. I went as a child, I think I was 6, and I went with my brothers and Aunt Rob. There I am. I'm not the giant character. You see me in the Minnie Mouse shirt right there?
Yeah, cute.
I know. And then I think there's another photo. That was our rental car. Look at that.
That is a pretty sweet looking car.
I think that there's more photos somewhere. Couldn't find them. But then we surprised Connor on a baby moon when I was pregnant with AJ. This is like 4:30 in the morning. Woke him up, and we were on our way to the airport to take him before his world was rocked when his little brother arrived. And there we are. I was pregnant with AJ.
That is so
February
sweet.
2011. Yeah. I was kind of creeped out by Mickey, but that's okay.
Oh,
No?
Mickey's just loving you. He's excited for the baby.
I mean, I can't. Connor's going to be 14, y'all. And when I saw these pictures, literally I was crying. But this was that was so much fun. He doesn't remember anything, though. He remembers the fire alarm drill in the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but, you know, we do have pictures to prove that he was there. It was an awesome trip. Exactly. Well, you know, Lauren is not here today, but she wanted to share her Disney memory, too.
Disney World is celebrating the resort's 50th anniversary this week, and guess what? I have managed to get my way out there, and I'm going to bring you all the fun things that are happening. But in case you didn't know also, the last time I went to Disney World, I was 6 years old, and I was sick as a dog. I went with my sister. So, of course, this time I'm going, but I'm going to have to bring a couple of special friends with me as we go. We're here to surprise them now. Very special invitation that I got in the mail from Mickey Mouse. Do you want to open it up? Be very careful. We gotta see what it says, okay? It's an invitation. Should we read it out loud? It says, you are invited to Disney World for a trip to remember. Can we go tomorrow? Yeah. Yes. You guys want to get on? Yay!
Oh, wow, what a cool surprise. And folks, this is really happening.
Yeah.
They are on their way down to Disney World right now.
I know, it's so awesome. And how sweet is this for Lauren to go with her niece and nephew? Let's bring in Joe Sam with our question of the day. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys, I'm really excited for them. They're so cute. I just want to just pinch them both.
It's the perfect surprise.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have a good time out there. And I know we want to ask you guys, too, about surprises that you may have had. So we're asking you the question, what's the best surprise you've been a part of? And those great questions and answers are coming in right now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those, and we're going to be giving you those right now. We have Judy. She writes in, biggest surprise was that I was having twins just hours before they were born. Years later, we finally found out that they are identical twins. Absolutely great. Look at that there.
That's major.
Next, we have another one coming in. Julie, she writes in, my rebirth birthday surprise party after cancer-free results. Now, this is awesome. I had no idea. Close friends and my family were there. Of course, Sarita, she writes in, being a part of a group of people that tipped a wait person $700.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Love those comments there. Of course, you guys, want you to go ahead and head over to our Houston Live Facebook page. Join the conversation. We'll share more of your comments a little later on in this show. I know you guys have been a part of some great surprises, too.
I mean, I've almost ruined a lot of surprises. You know when someone sends you an invite like, hey, come to this birthday dinner, but they don't say, shh, it's a surprise party for my wife. And then you see the wife and you're like, hey, see you Saturday.
There you go.
No.
That's happened to me a few times. But I'm the victim here. I mean,
You should have known that it was a surprise.
I should have been told it was a surprise.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was a surprise birthday party. Orlando flew in, my whole family, my mom, the aunts, and we walked into one of our favorite restaurants, and I walked past the table, and I thought, oh, that's weird. That lady looks like my mom, but my mom doesn't live here, so I just kind of glanced back, and I kept walking, and I turned around, and I thought, I just wanted the vision again, and it was them, my whole family.
I like to see the reactions of all of that when it happens.
I screamed. The whole restaurant was crazy.
Is this story brought to you by 1-800-CONTACTS? Because I feel like it's just a reminder to get your eyes checked annually, folks.
No,
There you go.
I said, it was my mom.
It was her.
But I said, oh, that
You just
lady
didn't
looks
believe
like her.
it. Right.
I didn't believe it. She didn't live here. I didn't know. He pulled it off.
Made it work for you. That's a good surprise.
All right.
Terrible.
Joe, we'll see you in just a bit.
Absolutely.
Well, in honor of the 50th celebration of Disney Resorts, as you already know, Lauren Kelly will be broadcasting live this week throughout the parks.
Tomorrow, her first stop will be at Epcot for a look at their big plans to mark this milestone. And then on Thursday, she heads to the Magic Kingdom.
It is going to be such a fantastic trip with her niece and nephew. She's going to have a great time. Of course, you can catch all her behind-the-scenes moments at Disney. That's happening all this week on Houston Life. I'm so excited for
them. And I'm so glad that we get to go along with them on this trip because it's going to be great.
I think so, too. It's almost like we're going ourselves. Okay, when we come back, are you looking to give your home a fall refresh? How a team of flooring experts can take the look of your home up to the next level in just one day.
And as we head to break, here's your Tip Tuesday with 1 hour air conditioning and heating.
One of the unfortunate byproducts of high humidity, especially here in Houston, Texas, is the fact that it affects the indoor air quality of your home. High humidity creates microbial growth. It increases negative indoor air quality in your home. So in order to protect the indoor air quality of our home and to reduce the humidity in your home, here at 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, we offer several products. We offer whole home dehumidifiers. We offer multi-stage air conditioners whose sole purposes are to remove humidity in your home. We also offer UV lights, media filters, and AeroSeal. Those indoor air quality products will ensure that the indoor air quality in your home stays just as pristine as the mountains in Aspen, Colorado. And the biggest benefit of it is your home will feel very similar once we remove all that humidity.
Hi Houston, it's Mr. McKinney with Mr. McKinney's Historic Houston. Here we are at historic Moody Park, founded back in 1925. We're on May 7th of 1978. The community responded a year later to the tragic murder of Jose Campos Torres at the hands of the police. This site is also historic because it's a gathering space for the Moody Park community. This area here, the near north side, an historic part of Houston's Hispanic community as well. Not only is it a gathering space, it's also an historic site for the 1980 Luis Jimenez Vaquero statue. Beautiful statue in this site which defines this area's artistic qualities. So come by and check it out for yourself.
Another great story celebrating Hispanic heritage right here in Houston. For this story and more, just visit clicktohouston.com/Hispanic heritage. Let's send things over now to Derek with looking for some help for your home. Hey, Derek.
I got the help. If you got the questions, are you dreaming of transforming the look of your home, but maybe you don't know where to start? Well, a company called 50 Floor can send a design consultant right to your home with hundreds of flooring samples to help inspire your home makeover. Here with more is Maria Sotolongo. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's great to see you.
Thanks for having me as always.
Earlier today, I was telling you about a story. My mom needs to replace the flooring in her home, and we went to a store, a larger store, where we got no help, and we were very overwhelmed. 50 Floor, you guys operate in a totally different manner, so walk us through.
Yes, it's very different to where you do not have to feel lonely. I know I've been there myself too. You go into a big store and you don't know where to start, but 50 Floor comes to you, Derek. So that is where we are very different from any other business model dealing with floors. Our sales experts, our representatives are going to come to you, and that way you can compare all of these different samples right there in the comfort of your home, and you're going to have all of them right there in front of your sofa, your cabinets, and that is also going to be a huge convenience in the way of, let's say you thought you wanted carpet, but then we talked to you about our other hundreds of options, and again, our design expert is going to let you know that maybe you are in the budget for engineered wood or maybe upscale vinyl. So we are going to take you from beginning to end as far as this process is concerned.
And whatever you're looking for, as you mentioned, if you want carpet, great, but you have vinyl, engineered wood, hardwood.
Yes.
So let's talk about this process then. So the person who comes to your home, they actually are a design expert.
Yes, they know everything that you might want to know about flooring and more. So they don't just know what the product is and what it's going to look like, but they also know how it is built, how it is put together, and how it's going to either be really beneficial for your lifestyle or not. Also the colors, the sizes, they are going to be really able to instruct you as far as like what is the best option for you. It might be different for your lifestyle than for mine and vice versa. So that's why it's really important to have somebody there to kind of take you through the whole process.
We've had you on the show a number of times, Maria, and you know I could talk about flooring all day long.
We like talking about it.
You've told me before, though, that a lot of folks are hesitant to even think about this process because they assume it's going to be a headache. People think, okay, I don't have time to actually move out of my house, and then it's going to take weeks or however long.
Right.
Can you really do it in just one day?
I'm telling you, Derek, people are so impressed that it can be done, and in fact, it is done in one day. Of course, if it's tile, I have to make that disclaimer, it's going to take longer because you have to wait a day for that to set. And if you're going to do your whole house, we might not be able to complete all of it. So there's the disclaimers. But other than that, yes, 50 Floor can get it done in one day. So let us come out and again take you through all of the process of picking the right floor, and then we're going to go ahead and install it for you. And that, Derek, doesn't have to be a headache either.
And we're seeing some work on the subfloors right now. I mean, for some people who maybe have not replaced their floors in a long, long time, the subfloor might be a concern, but 50 Floor can handle that as well.
Yes, as long as it's not a major foundation issue, we are going to be able to notify you about those minor concerns and take care of it before we put that new flooring down. So we not only let you know about the best flooring option, we're going to come and move the old flooring, then we're going to haul it away, recycle it if possible, and then we're going to put down that new floor. Again, let us do the heavy lifting and the hard work. It doesn't have to be hard for you.
Make your home feel like a brand new home. Forget selling your house. Just put in new floors. It's like a brand new home, right?
It can make a huge difference, and I think Tex likes it, right?
Tex is excited as well. He likes them all.
You lift him up. Look, there you go. Which one do you like?
Maria Sotolongo, thank you so much for stopping by. We should point out, while you guys hang out and have some puppy cuddles, 50 Floor does have a special offer for Houston Life viewers. Call within the next hour and receive free installation. You can also use the promo code Houston Life to get an extra $100 off your order. Call 877-50 Floor. That is 877-503-5667, or visit 50floor.com. All right, now let's check in with Courtney, who has a look at some important info coming up after the break. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, Derek, still to come. You know, it's National Voter Registration Day, and we are checking in with the League of Women Voters to learn about the process and how you can get registered today. Plus, we're going to get a check of what is coming up for the news at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock, including a look at how the rain could affect your afternoon commute. Houston Life is back in 2 minutes. Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you at 3:30. He's going crazy over here.
Texas having a good day. All right, let's get more of your comments on today's question of the day. What's the best surprise you've been a part of? Jessica writes in, surprising my kids with their grandparents visiting. They live in another city. When they would come, I'd never tell the kids. Then they'd ring the doorbell. I'd tell the kids to go check who was at the door.
I love that.
I can only imagine how fun that would have been.
So sweet. Andy writes in, the pregnancy of my firstborn. My husband and I had pretty much given up hope and stopped trying. She was the biggest surprise ever, and she will be 10 on Thursday.
Oh my gosh,
Happy
that is
birthday.
so cool. Very, very nice. Tanaya writes in, or Tanya, my engagement, my husband got all the kids at our church to be part of it. Look at that.
That is so
Will
sweet.
you marry me? Love it. We love hearing from our viewers, so keep those comments coming in on our Facebook page.
Absolutely. It's like a feel-good day. I love it. Let's check in with Keith, Christine, and Justin for a look at what they have coming up at the top of the hour. Hey, guys.
Hey there. Yeah, nothing like a surprise unless you're my wife, because she hates them. And she has beaten the surprise out of me. So I don't do them anymore. So, you know, hey, some people don't like surprises.
I did it one time. I don't like to be surprised, but I do like to try to surprise. You guys know we so often don't get holidays off in this business. And a few years ago, I was able to surprise my mom on Christmas. I took a red eye on Christmas Eve, showed up at 6 a.m., knocked on the door at 8 a.m., and she lost her mind. And it was like the best thing ever. But yeah, it was fun. It was
very nice.
Some people like them, some people don't. Some people like rainy days and some people don't. We've been having a rainy Tuesdays for sure so far.
Listen, I'll tell you what, I liked it for about 3 minutes today because the car was all dirty and I was like, I don't want to go get it washed.
Car wash.
Yeah, and so I'm, going to get coffee this morning and I thought, oh, this is perfect, I'm good. And then after the first downpour, I was like, all right, I'm over it at that point.
Move on.
Yeah, guess what? We are not moving on. We're going to be in this pattern for a couple of days. Courtesy of two different things, guys. We got this area of high pressure sitting off to the east. And I'm going to talk a lot more about this at 4 o'clock. I just want to give you a quick synopsis of what we're seeing. A big, heavy batch of rain in between Houston and Lake Charles. So we've got area of high pressure to the east of us and this upper level low that's been driving all these storms across west and central Texas. And so this little weakness, it's a bit of a boundary that's set up shop there right across our coastline, close enough to us that not only has it been sparking some real heavy rain just south of the Bolivar, but notice we've got the next line starting to spark anywhere from Wharton County, sliding on down in towards Brazoria County, including an aerial flood advisory out towards Eagle Lake. That one has seen close to about 2.5 inches of rain. So all of this is going to quickly start to move its way up into Fort Bend County. Eventually, this will work in towards the South Loop, 288 Beltway, in towards 610 interchange as well is going to be wet. So for afternoon practices, or if you're picking the kids up, just expect the rain chances to hold at about 30 to 40%. I think the fields are going to be very soggy today, so I wouldn't be shocked to see certainly soccer, maybe softball or baseball canceled at this point. Indoor activities should be all right, but still, just be mindful out there. You might want to give yourself a few extra minutes. So let's take the futurecast through the rest of the evening. I expect things to quiet down by about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, but we're going to see another round, and this one's going to come in bringing in some noise early tomorrow morning by about 7, 8 o'clock. And that means tomorrow morning's drop off for school and certainly the work forecast and the morning commute is going to be very messy. And it looks like that'll continue as we get into the rest of the day tomorrow afternoon as well. So as I mentioned, we're not out of the woods just yet. We've got a couple of days here. The question is, can we scoot all this out here as we get in towards the weekend? I've got a mixed review on that. It's probably the best way that I could describe it, guys. We'll talk more about that coming up here at 4, and of course the rest of your 10-day forecast all straight ahead.
So free car washes the rest of the week.
Easily for the next 3 days.
Okay.
I saw a bunch of people at a car wash today, and I wanted to roll down the window and go, stop wasting your money.
Wait like an hour.
That's right.
All right,
or 3
Justin.
days.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, and here's a look at some of the other stories that we are following for you this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We are following breaking news from Houston's east side right now. A deadly carjacking outside of a store on Uvalde. We've got a crew on the way to the scene. We'll bring you a live report coming up at 4 o'clock.
Plus, a woman behind bars accused of breaking into an apartment. You get a look at her right there, and she attacked the people inside. What we are learning about the victims.
And a story that is definitely getting a lot of buzz. Hundreds of thousands of bees causing quite the dilemma for one family. Look at that. The delicate process of getting those bees removed. We'll be talking about that coming up at 4 o'clock today, you guys.
Yes,
Wow,
delicate.
that's been there a minute.
My goodness, I guess so.
Delicate, dangerous, I would say. Goodness.
Yes.
We'll see you in just about 25 minutes.
Okay.
All right, well, more than 200 volunteers from the League of Women Voters Houston are out in the community today for National Voter Registration Day.
It's a nonpartisan civic holiday meant to celebrate our democracy and our right to vote. Joining us now with everything we all need to know about getting registered is the group's Vice President of Voter Services, Dr. Annie Benefeld. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for being here. Let's just jump right in, because with this National Voter Registration Day, this is the day that you all spend to get the word out. If you're not registered, it is very easy to do it.
Absolutely. And we have more than 40 locations around the city and in Harris County that one could go to actually get that done today, actually. All the Harris County Public Libraries are part of this for the registration effort, plus Moody Park. I've actually visited 5 locations today myself.
What's your advice, Dr. Benefeld, for folks who maybe are first-time voters, or perhaps they have moved to a new location within the past year or so? What's the easiest way for someone to take that step and register to vote?
Well, actually, if you moved and you live in the state of Texas, you just need to do a change of address. So you could actually go votetexas.gov. You can find out whether you're registered to vote at that website. You can do a change of address. And so that's the easy part. There are lots of different groups around the state and around the city who are constantly doing voter registration drives. And the League is one of the major organizational structures that actually does lots of voter registration, and today is that big event. We're hoping to get the word out so people will visit our sites. I've been to several, as I said, I've been to 5 sites today. The University of Houston, probably downtown, was the busiest site. I went to the students. The University of Houston sociology students were actively engaged. They're becoming civic warriors right now in terms of registering people to vote at that metro stop. It's the last stop on the line, and they're actually getting people as they come up the train to encourage them to register so they can vote.
And you already mentioned this too, that you just go to the website to see, hey, I'm not sure if I am registered or what the process is, but all the stipulations there are on your website as well, right? What you would need, the identification.
Yes, the identification. VoteTexas.gov provides you with information about whether you're registered or not. If you're not registered to vote, then reach out. You can actually request a voter registration card that's already pre-filled, and they'll send it to you, and then you sign it and then return it. There are organizations that actually do that. If you're a first-time voter, I suggest the major thing, once you're registered, and October 4th is the deadline for registering to vote in the November 2nd election, I recommend that you go to Vote 411 and find out information about the propositions and about the candidates who are going to be on the ballot for the Houston Independent School Board, as well as the Houston Community College Board. There are several positions that are available that people are actually seeking election for, but the propositions are the major issues. There are 8 propositions on the ballot, and the League of Women Voters has one of the best resources. They not only list the ballot initiative in terms of the actual language and verbiage that is included, but they also have video that will explain you the pros and cons in terms of making a ballot fact-based oriented decisions that's unbiased.
Well, Dr. Annie Johnson Benefeld, thank you so much. We do want to remind our viewers that the League of Women Voters Houston is a totally nonpartisan organization. Your mission is that democracy works when we all have better access to voting. So thanks for doing everything you're doing in our community.
Thank you for inviting me, and tell people, get out and register to vote at all these sites. Don't let all these volunteers who've committed their time, energy, and effort to this, do not let them sit idle. Let them get up, get them working, because democracy works, as you stated, if we're all part of the process.
Great information, Dr. Benefeld. Thank you so much. And we do have a full list of where you can go to register to vote on clicktohouston.com. This list includes UH, City of Houston, and Harris County Public Library locations, as you heard Dr. Benefeld mention.
Great reminder for all of us.
Absolutely. Coming up, tips to help you organize your kitchen pantry. I feel like I've been seen. See the 4 must-have items to help you declutter and maximize your space in your home. All of that is standing by.
Yeah, there's Brooke Reeves with Dwell Well Incorporated. She's going to show us how it's done right after this.
Well, if you want to arrange your kitchen pantry in a way that looks good and is also functional, there are some really great products to help you get organized. Brooke Reeves, founder of Dwell Well Inc., joins us now with some really great ideas to help us all maximize space and create visibility. Brooke, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Courtney. Thanks for having me.
You know, I do. I feel seen because I feel like opening up the pantry,
right?
No matter what size, if you have a giant one or a small one, there's always sort of disarray. Absolutely. But on Instagram or something, I'm always kind of like looking at all these beautifully things, the beautifully like visually stimulating items.
Right.
But you say adding these types of containers can really be life-changing for us.
Absolutely. So these are I mean, there's a lot of products that I like, but these are kind of my go-to, starting with the Lazy Susan. So it being divided, you can fit 5 boxes of snacks basically in there. So my hashtag on Instagram is ditch the packaging.
Oh, okay.
Because literally you can see what you have. So when you go to the store, it's like, I don't need any more nuts or any more cookies. Like, you know exactly what you have. And the rotating aspect of it, you know, it looks nice.
It does. And that's brilliant because I always have things in boxes, so you can even use this for bottles. I do have one of these Lazy Susans in my pantry for sort of like flour, the bags of flour that kind of get stuffed in the back and I can't see anything. So you're right. I love this for the snacks and the refrigerator. You put this in the refrigerator?
Refrigerator, bathrooms, and it also comes in the 9-inch.
Okay.
So you can use it for Q-tips. I mean, the options are endless.
Okay.
So that's kind of my number one. You can, like oils, like you were saying, spices, anything.
Yeah.
The next product, I'm all about decanting items. Cereal. So I don't know about it in your house, but like the box of the cereal might be closed, but the bag inside is not.
Never.
So then
Never
you go
closed.
to pour cereal and it's stale. Oreos, you know, any cookies, crackers, the kids don't really seal it.
No.
These are fantastic. A little more of an investment. I mean, still, you know, under $20, but, you know, if you're looking for a cheaper, you know, product, you can get these on Amazon, a set of like 12 airtight containers for under $40.
And I love the way that this looks. And you are so right, Brooke. You can see when you're running out. You don't need to buy another thing of crackers. You can see what you have in your pantry.
Right. Or I say to my kids, we don't need more cereal because there's, you know, you can see exactly what you have.
Got about a week left. We're good.
Absolutely. Finish it up.
Okay. All right. Moving along. This is another disaster in my house. Baking, spices, all that kind of stuff.
So these are great. You can actually affix these to the back of a cabinet door.
What?
You can use them under sinks, bathrooms, for hairbrushes, but in kitchens, you know, inside a cabinet door, you've got different sizes. Your go-to spices. You don't want to, you know, have those seasonal spices out all the time. You can use these. So I absolutely love these. 3 different sizes. Again, Amazon and Container Store. My go-to. They hold 3 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually they work wonderfully.
I love what you're saying about this for for the bathroom because my under sink situation.
Under sinks are always very they're challenging, you know, with the plumbing and all that. So it tends to be an issue with everyone. So my last product, and I think the most important, is a storage basket, a storage bin for bread, for chips. Even if you don't want to decant the rices or the pastas. And here you've seen I put a label on here so you know exactly what you have. You can see in there. So this is the water hyacinth from Container Store. This is a little more affordable. It's from IKEA. It's $4.50 from IKEA.
That's great.
And it's sturdy. It's great. So
we're looking at the video here in the pantry where you're using a mix of baskets and then the other containers, which keeps everything organized and you see it.
Absolutely. And I always tell my clients, I give, you know, 2 or 3 options here. Do you want clear? You know, what is more appealing to you? Because what works for you or what you may like may not work for somebody else.
Right.
So, you know, I offer a free consultation. That's something that we talk about when I, you know, come in and consult you. And, you know, what are your pain points? Is it pantry? I like to repurpose some items. If somebody has a few of these, you know, then we'll try and repurpose it and make it look pretty, but not only pretty, but functional. What works for your family.
I love that because if it doesn't work, you're never going to use it.
No.
And before we start with the pantry, you say too, you got to pull everything out,
Pull
right?
everything out. Look at expiration dates and sort, you know, categories. All the chips, all the canned goods. 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh, I didn't realize I had 3 bottles of olive oil shoved in the back, which again, Lazy Susan, if they're all in the Lazy Susan, you can see what you have.
Absolutely, we're not wasting. We do have a few before and afters. You can see the cluttered situation and then what it looks like once everything is put in its place. I love the top shelf, what you did with the canned goods, and you're stacking those so that you can see what you have.
Yep, expandable shelves. Again, I have probably 20 products that I love, but narrowing it down was a little hard, but I feel like these are very important when you're, trying to make your pantry functional.
Absolutely. Great tips, something easy and something we can all do. Clean it out, see what you have. I feel like the Lazy Susan and emptying the cereal are two of the top tips that I'm taking home with me today. Brooke Reeves, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Nice to see you. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. From Dwell Well. And we do have a fun poll happening on our Instagram stories. Head over to our page at HoustonLife.tv and play along. To connect with Brooke, check out our website, HoustonLife.tv. Again, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We're going to toss things over to Joe Sam now as we celebrate National Literacy Month. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Courtney, that's right. Ahead, we're celebrating by introducing you to a special nonprofit organization that's working to Welcome back to Houston Life. Every September we recognize the importance of reading, and the only local nonprofit of its kind, Literacy Now, is helping in that effort by providing high-quality intervention for children that need it most. Now, I found out that 41% of children in Houston are not ready for kindergarten, and 63% of third graders can't read at grade level, which is why the organization is taking on that problem, hoping to get kids on the right path to a successful future.
I'm playing this is so hard.
Hi, I'm Jackie Daughtry, and I'm the Executive Director at Literacy Now.
Hi, I'm Mark Samuel. I'm the proud principal at Shadowbriar Elementary.
Our goal is to come alongside the school with their teachers to give the children that are really struggling, Tier 3 students, which are your students who are really struggling, that extra support that they need. The teachers are working themselves really hard, but they have a large group. They have 20+ children in their class, but we have the privilege of having 4 students to one of our interventionists.
For the last several years, this being the 6th year, Literacy Now has worked with our early childhood years, primarily focusing on kindergarten and 1st grade, because we know if kids are not reading on grade level, like Jackie said, by the end of 2nd grade or definitely at the start of 3rd, that they're significantly behind.
So we're able to give them a much more targeted intervention, as well as build really strong relationships, not only with the child, but with their family as well, so that that learning can continue at home.
We have students and families that have needs. And so, particularly now when you think about the pandemic and the learning loss that has occurred, our vision at Shadowbriar is shaping the future by preparing all students for greatness in college, careers, and beyond. And I'm passionate about doing that work and to have a partner that supports us in doing that, because you can't be great and go to college and careers and do all those wonderful things that we all want our kids to do if you don't know how to read or if you don't have a strong foundation in literacy.
That's just something that we are made for. That's our secret sauce.
To partner with Literacy Now and Jackie for now 6 years, to have a partner that stands with us and that is just as passionate about that work, it's the fire in my belly.
Yeah.
It gets me excited, and then when I see students, the twinkle in their eye and the excitement when they know that they're growing, it does something special to you that I can't even put in words.
Who will plant the grain of wheat? Not I, said the duck. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the cat. I know how to read.
And Literacy Now is currently working with 15 HISD schools and Aldine ISD to help Houston's literacy crisis. Head over to our website, HoustonLife.tv, to learn a little bit more about the organization. What's really successful with this program is that they go in, they work with the parents, they work with all the different families to really help the kids learn when they're outside of the school, but continue learning at home too. So very successful program.
Well, it's so true that young people who learn how to read, I mean, it sets them up for success in life. So it sounds like a great program.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I really appreciated doing this story, because I know for me, Reading was good. The mathematics was the part that I had to worry about. Couldn't get it passed at all. I always failed. F's right across the row.
Wow. All right, Joe.
Just a little information for you guys.
Okay. All right, Joe. Thanks a lot. After the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show with a behind-the-scenes look from Epcot.
So much fun. And as we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on ET, including the very latest on Britney Spears. Hey, Kevin.
Courtney and Derek tonight at 6:30 on ET. We are breaking down the Britney Spears documentary Bombshells, and there are a lot of them. Her ex is speaking out, plus Gloria Estefan on Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's romance, and Demi Lovato and aliens? Don't worry, we'll explain. That's all tonight on ET at 6:30 on KPRC2. But don't move, because Houston Life will be right back.
Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, the inspiring story of a local woman who made her way from the East End to the top of the corporate world.
Plus, we're going to check in with Lauren Kelly, who's going to be live from Disney's Epcot. Can't wait for tomorrow's show on Wednesday. That's going to do it for us today.
Yeah, but for now, let's hand it on over to Studio A. Keith and Christine standing by for KPRC 2 News at 4 o'clock.